It's up to us to bring about these changes, and by having these conversations, by coming together collectively and by listening. And the process that we put into place to develop this policy was really about listening, taking on board, as Teresa said, the views of the people that are actually affected by the decisions that we make in Leinster House and in our councils, that we're taking on board those views, because there's no point in making policy in a silo if you're not listening to people that are actually impacted by those policies. It is a proud day, I think, for us as a party, for Fianna Fáil, to be the first party to have a women's health policy. And my message now is to other parties to do the same thing, because that means for the women of Ireland, it doesn't matter who's in government or opposition or what position you're in, we're all on the same page in terms of prioritising women's healthcare and catching up and making up for the last number of decades where we didn't do what we should have been doing for all of those years.
Women's healthcare has never been invested in at the level that it should be. It's never been prioritised the way that it should be, for the reasons we all know. We have a dark history when it comes to women's healthcare, particularly around women's reproductive health. But I think we're moving rapidly in the right direction. And when we put the programme for government together, and when I had the great privilege of being appointed as health minister, what I said was, we need a revolution in women's healthcare. What I am not interested in, what none of us are interested in, is making things a little bit better year after year. I think we have decades of catch up to do, and our ambition has to be that Ireland is recognised as one of the leading nations on earth when it comes to women's healthcare.
We need more women in the room having these conversations. We need more women in local government. We need more women in national government representing the voices of women. And that should be a very clear message, regardless of what sort of a life it is. It might be difficult some days, but there's a reason we get involved. And you can see within this policy that change has arrived. And thank you, Lisa, and everybody who has contributed.
I'll say this is one of the best policies that I believe Fianna Fáil have ever come up with. There's after been huge engagement, as I said, from all the Oireachtas members, but huge engagement from all our councillors throughout the country, and huge engagement from all the different various organisations that Lisa mentioned already. And I just think it's a really proud day for us.